want there, what you desire. So quite a complicated one. And if you chase up somebody, that means that somebody has promised to do some work for you or some kind of task for you, but they haven't been in touch yet. So you chase them up. You say, have you finished that project that you promised to finish for me? Or maybe your suppliers have made you a promise that they'll get you some new goods for your business, and you chase them up and say they haven't arrived yet. Can you make sure that that comes soon, please? Okay, if you just survive on something, it means you live on something. And it's down here, live on something. So you can get by on or scrape by on. That means just about manage to make ends meet, just about manage to survive. You might say something like this: when I was a university student, I got by on junk food. Yeah, I just about managed to survive on junk food. I scraped by on the small amount of money that my parents sent every week. Something like that. Or I scraped by on my wages. If you had a part-time job when you're at uni, you might say I scraped by on my wages. If you make do with something or settle for something, both of these are very similar. And it's when you do the best with what you have, usually, which isn't ideal. So you might go and sleep at a friend's house, but they don't have a bed, so you make do with the sofa. You settle for the sofa because it's the best thing around that you have, and you're doing the best with the little that you have. Okay, so quite common ones there. If you feed on something or live on something, then you survive on that something. So this is very often biological, and you might say that this particular parasite feeds on the blood, something like that. Now, parasites, I think, are even better for this one, because feed off or live off are exactly the same as feed on and live on. But in my opinion, we use this very often to mean in parasite fashion. So you might say that that guy he's a bad son. He lives off his parents' generosity. He feeds off his parents' generosity. He waits for money from his parents, but he doesn't do any work himself. So he's living like a parasite on his parents' generosity. And really, it's very similar to these two. These ones are very similar to these ones, but there's something parasitic, in my opinion, about living off something or feeding off something. It puts you in the position of a parasite. Okay, now deception. Loads of ones for deception. You can make out that something happened when it didn't really happen. You can put on that something happened when it didn't really happen. And so you're deceiving people, you're pretending. Both of these mean pretend. You make out that, you put on that, you pretend that. Now, if you fall for something, you are tricked, and you have been tricked, and you fell for the trick. So you believed the trick was real. You didn't see through the trick. You didn't see through the deception. So fall for something is bad. You can fall for a trick, basically. Perhaps somebody tries to steal, perhaps you receive an email that's a phishing scam, yeah, asking for your bank account details, and you fall for it. You put all your bank account details onto the internet, and some bad guy takes you into your bank details and empties your account. Now, if you are taken in by a trick, then you are deceived again. You fall for the trick. So you don't want phishing scams to take you in. You want to be aware of them. You want to look out for them on the email address and things like that. Now, do someone out of something, diddle someone out of something, cheat someone out of something. All of these mean cheat someone out of some kind of money, usually, but it could be an object as well. Somebody could diddle you out of your house if they're very crafty and somehow get you to hand over the deeds or hand over the document that says that you're the owner, and they change it so that they're the owner. Then they've diddled you out of your house. But you could be diddled out of your inheritance, something like that. I can see your comments. So there are many ways that you can be cheated, and if somebody mugs you off or rips you off, then they're cheating you out of money. Again, it's where somebody has ripped you off. You might say that you got ripped off just because you paid too much for an object, yeah, and you might say maybe you paid too much for your holiday, and you say the travel agent ripped me off. Okay, so that's all I've got for you for today, but please Don't forget the book. Please buy this book. It's been made for these lessons. And as I've said before, there's loads of pictures. As you can see, there's about 250 images. So there's plenty of pictures to help you understand the subtle nuances of these phrasal verbs. And you can see the answers are all at the back. It's a big book, so that's why it's unfortunately a large price. Hi Tanya, I know Tanya Shibitova. Hi Tanya, always let me know if you don't get what you pay for. Just send me an email and I'll send it straight to you. And I did see that you bought something from me. So just, yeah, send me that email. I figured that you got it fine because I thought Tanya will write to me straight away if she doesn't get any of those books. But please, anybody who sent me some money for a book and doesn't get the book, just write an email. It's I think you can put it on YouTube, you can put it on Facebook, you can put it on vk.com, or you can send it to my email, which you'll get from the website if you buy one of the books. So just get in touch with me if you've spent something. Okay, thanks Tanya. I did actually have some problems. I got bitten by a tick on the way back, so I've been to the doctors since I've come back, and I'm on some very strong medicines against tick diseases. Yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Please get that book. It's on Amazon already if you want the physical version, but there are other versions around as well. So if you want the electronic version, go to my website, and if it doesn't arrive for any reason, I guarantee I'll get it to you in the next hour. Just send me an email or put a comment on YouTube. There was someone who put a comment on YouTube and I sent it to them. Most of the time it's in people's junk email box, or they don't know which email is connected to their PayPal account, so they're not checking the correct email most of the time. But it doesn't matter. Just send me an email and I'll send you one straight back to, I can see the people that have paid, so it's no problem at all. Okay, thanks everybody for watching, and I hope